Now in this video, I'm going to be looking at a new SPAC called CCLP Enterprises that is merging with HUMBL. HUMBL says that they are a new digital money network and they provide cheaper payment methods and financial products for consumers and merchants. Now I'm not going to be doing an in-depth look at this company. I'm going to be doing more of an analysis of their chart. Now even though it feels like I'm a little late to this party, I think there is still a lot of upside left when I look at this chart, and let's get into it. Now, if you are new to my channel, I like to find short-term and long-term trading and investing opportunities in typically lower-priced stocks. I like to find undervalued stocks with high growth potential and talk about all other things finance-related as well. If that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing so you don't miss any future trading or investing ideas. But please remember, I am not a financial advisor, so please do all of your own research before investing in any of these stocks. All right, everybody, here is the current daily chart of CCLP Enterprises, ticker symbol TSNP. This one is up big again today, and it's up another 38% as I speak. It is about noon right now, and I actually wanted to buy some of this at the open, but my broker, Interactive Brokers, is having technical difficulties, and I still can't log in. I probably should have called in and placed my order. I hate doing that. But I didn't realize they were going to be down for this long, so I am missing out, and my other broker, Webull, does not allow you to trade this one. So I am missing out on both sides. But if any of you guys are still in this stock, congratulations, because I think this stock still has a ton of upside. I still want to get into it. I haven't seen a penny stock with this much hype in a very long time. And I'm going to go over the reasons why I think this one still has a ton of upside. I know if I back the chart out just a little bit, this looks like it has gone parabolic. You know, maybe not getting in today is going to be a blessing in disguise for me, but I definitely want to get in this stock with at least a small position. Hopefully it pulls back and I can get in a little bit of a cheaper price. But the main reason I think this stock still has a ton of upside is these volume bars down here. This does not have any of the characteristics, in my opinion, of a climax top, because when you get these climax tops, you have huge days that are bigger than all the other ones, plus it is followed by huge volume. And as we can see, this all the volume that has sent this stock up hasn't even been close to this red bar right here. I would expect to see a green bar probably twice the size of this if this was in a climax top formation. So I think this stock still has a ton of upside. I am actually quite excited to get into this one, and it is a total bummer that I cannot get into it, and that figures because actually today I wanted to place several trades. I usually only place maybe 1 or 2 a week, and I got about 3 stocks that I want to trade right now, and I can't log in. But that's how it goes sometimes. But I just wanted to make this quick technical analysis video on CCLP Enterprises and give you my take on it. But I think this one still has a ton of room to grow, and hopefully I can get in this thing sometime because, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised if this thing is well over $1 soon, because this one just has all the makings of a super explosive penny stock, and I usually don't get too excited about stocks that are under 50 cents, but this one just looks like a ticking time bomb, like it's destined to explode over $1. You know, that's just my opinion. I've seen several penny stocks that have done this in the past, but please do all of your own research and all of your own due diligence, but I think this stock just has too much excitement to be done going up right now. I think we're going to look back in a couple of days or a few weeks, and we're probably all going to wish we bought in the 20s and certainly in the teens. Man, I wish I would have seen this a few days ago. I've been getting a lot of messages on this, and I didn't give it as much attention as I should have. I would love to have bought on this pullback back here to the 8-period exponential moving average. That is when I love to buy stocks, is when they pull back to this white line, and that usually gives them another slingshot up if you're in a healthy uptrend, and that's exactly what's going on with this one. But that is my take on TSNP at the moment. Let's get on to some other opportunities. All right, let's look at some other opportunities we see happening right now. But before I get started, I do want to remind you we do have a Patreon page. So if you want to know what we are buying and selling before we put it on YouTube, plus learn some technical analysis and be a part of our trading community, the link is down there. We'd love to have you. So check that out if you get a chance. But let's get to the opportunities right now. I am looking at CCLP. I have put in some previous videos that a lot of these penny stock oil and gas companies are starting to show a lot of signs of accumulation, and CCLP appears to be the strongest one at the moment that I see. I haven't bought into any of these yet. I'm kind of waiting for them all to clear this yellow line, this 200 period simple moving average, and most of them already have, so they are on my watch list, and I am lining them up. But CCLP is probably the one with the nicest looking pattern. One disclaimer for this one is that it is a very thinly traded stock. As of right now, there's only 65,000 shares that have traded today. So, of course, that is a double-edged sword. It can really move. So if you get in this stock, not only can it move for you, but it can move against you very fast because it doesn't take a lot of volume to push this one up and down. Now, since this is in an uptrend, chances are if volume does come into it, it's probably going to be buying volume, but there's no guarantee of that. So that is one thing to certainly be aware of with CCLP. But if we back this chart out a little bit, let's go to the weekly chart. If we back this chart all the way out to when it first came public in 2011, we can see at one point this stock was trading above $30 a share. But because the oil and gas market has had a lot of pressure on it, this one has been falling right down with it. But we're starting to see signs of life in that industry. Now, if I go back to this daily chart, again, we have been going sideways. Let me put the balance of power on here. Get that out of here. If we go to the balance of power, we can see it. Since May, this has been going sideways to up, and it has been under accumulation. If you're getting these green bars, that means there is more buying than selling. This is just TC2000's version of an accumulation distribution indicator. So we can see that has been under accumulation for the last, 7 to 8 months, and it looks like it is starting to move higher. If I zoom in a little bit here, we can see that it is blasting off of that 8-period exponential moving average, and that's what we love to see in stocks that are starting an uptrend. So this one looks super bullish at the moment. Let's actually get into the next one. Okay, the next one I want to talk about is Fans Unite Entertainment, ticker symbol FUNFF. And this one hasn't been traded for too long, so there's not a ton of information we can extrapolate from the chart, but of the information that we can see, FUNF has jumped above this 8-period exponential moving average, and I think it looks poised to make a new high. It wouldn't surprise me one bit if this thing is over $1 real soon. And if we go intraday, let me go to the 15-minute chart, we can see a majority of the volume came on that big up candle in the first 15 minutes, and it has since tapered off on light volume. So I am very interested to see how this one closes for the day. This is actually there's actually 3 hours left in the trading day. If this closes near the top end of this candle, I think that is going to be super bullish, and I would expect it to be making a new high in the next day or two. But Fans Unite Entertainment looks like a very promising, newly traded issue. Let's go to the next one. All right, the next one I want to talk about is TELL, and this one is also in the oil and gas sector. And if we look at the chart, we can see during the pandemic sell-off, this thing fell off a cliff. This thing was trading close to $7 a share, and within just a few weeks, it was under $1, and it actually hit a low of 67 cents a share on March 18th. So this thing got absolutely crushed, but it has been moving sideways ever since. So this has been under accumulation. You can see these big green spikes here. So this means people were buying it. And this is how bigger institutional traders or just bigger traders like to accumulate shares like this. They like to buy it in big blocks and then remove their buy orders and kind of let it trail off so people don't take too much notice to it. But as we can see, supply looks like it has dried up and it is starting to move higher slowly. Like when this happens, All the shares that were hanging out down here have been already snatched up, and the price is starting to move higher. Price is above the 200 period simple moving average, which is very important, and it's starting to go sideways. If I zoom in a little bit, we can see it is actually right at that 8 period exponential moving average. So it is very important that it holds that. If it can finish the day in the middle part of this bar and this 8 period exponential moving average continues to rise up with price, I think there's a good possibility it could slingshot this stock higher. As we can see, it is right at the edge testing it. I mean, it's 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so there's still several hours left in the day. But if it breaks through this average, that is not going to be a good sign, so I'll be watching this one closely. But if we back the chart out, let's go back as far as we can. Actually, we're going to have to go back farther than that. Let's go to a monthly chart. Yeah, if we go to the monthly chart, we can see that this one has been trading all the way back, started trading all the way back in 1984. Actually, I think even before that. Yeah, 1983, in December of 1983. So this one has been around for a very long time, and it has always traded higher. It did have this one reverse split back in 2015. But this company has a lot of history. I would think that it's probably not going to go bankrupt, but at these price levels, who knows? Because this one is under a lot of pressure. But at the moment, it looks like it's trying to grind higher, and a lot of these stocks in the oil and gas sector look like they are starting to be accumulated, and they're starting to rise. And TEL looks very good if it can stay consolidating at this upper level. I think there's a great shot that it can shoot over $2 a share in the next couple of days. So this is one I'm definitely going to be watching to see if it can hold this consolidation and start to move higher. But let's move on to some of the stocks that we already own. All right, this is the first one that I'm going to go over that we own. This is Energy Fuels Incorporated, ticker symbol UUUU, and this is one I would actually consider selling off part of my position if I could actually log into my broker. I will try again after this video. I might even have to end up calling them, but this one is up to $3 a share almost. I'm in it at $1.96, so I'm up pretty good on this one. I wanted to sell off part of my position once it got over $3. We can see today the high is $2.98, so it is pretty much right there. So this is a pretty decent gain for us. Like I said, if I can get into my broker, I am going to ring the register on at least part of this position. Most likely it's going to be half, and then I'll see where the other half goes. But let's check the other one that we are in. We are in Rave. Rave is still in a holding pattern, just kind of hanging above that 8 period exponential moving average. That's actually a good sign, but you know, it's kind of boring just watching this kind of hang around the 8 period exponential moving average. But until it breaks below that, I have no interest in getting rid of it, because sometimes these things can consolidate at these higher levels for weeks before they explode higher. And I certainly don't want to sell it if I don't have to. It's actually at exactly where I bought it at. So I bought it at 96 cents. So, I mean, it's just a break even right now. There's no need to worry about getting out of it. But still hanging out in Rave, and I'm hoping this is going to head higher soon. Let's look at IGC. This is the one that is a little bit more troubling. It is selling off on the day and breaking through that 8 period exponential moving average. I'm actually into this one at $1.48, so I'm still up a halfway decent amount on it. You know, if I zoom in a little closer, once it breaks below that 8 period exponential moving average, that the chances of it continuing the uptrend are substantially reduced. So I usually give it a day or two to get back above it before I even consider selling, because a lot of times you'll see it break this moving average, and then within a day or so, or even the same day, it'll be right back above it. So just because it breaks it doesn't mean there's any reason to panic, but that is the first red flag, so you want to watch it close after that. But we are still in IGC, and we are still up, still up a little bit on this one. The next one we want to look at is AUMN. AUMN Golden Minerals is having a blast off of this 8 period exponential moving average, and it looks like it's going to be heading higher. So we are doing okay in this one, but it looks very bullish. So as long as it can end the day up here or even higher, that's going to be a very good sign for this week. We are into this one for about 56 cents a share, so we're doing pretty good. but I'd like to see this one go up a lot more so we can ring the register on at least some of it. The other one we want to show you is RPTX. RPTX is one I wanted to sell off some at $40 a share, and actually made it to $39.95, but I wouldn't have been able to log in anyway. I would have had to have called, but this one is still in an uptrend, so I'm not worried even though it's pulling back off the highs. But $40 was the area I did want to lock in some of my profits. We are in this one at $30.14, so this one is still up quite a bit. Hopefully tomorrow we can get a blast above 40 and I can sell off some of my position and take some of that profit. But that is all of the stocks that we are in for the moment. Guys, well, that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down there in the comments section, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching my video all the way to the end. And until next time, take care, everybody.